This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, I'm extending the demo for today. Let's see. So I'll start with the simple Power BI, how to do that. Then actually this batch, whoever is going to join, they will be patched up with the other batch of SQL. So I'm planning that on Friday or Monday. But let me do, okay, how to install Power BI. Okay, once you join this course, I'll show you how to install Power BI, like how to download the software, how to install. One of you can use your system for that and show me. I'll help you out installing so that it will be recorded for everyone. And within Power BI, there are three different types of license. One is Pro license, Premium license, and then there is the latest one which is called as Fabric. We will talk about those, but let how to, where to download Power BI. Let me show you that. Okay, you just go to Google, type in Power BI download, and then you can go to Microsoft official page and you can click on download. The latest recent most version was released on 10/28/2024. You can download from here. Okay, once you click on download, you can download the x64 version and click on download. And after that, I'll show you. As I told you, once we start the session, I'll tell you how to install Power BI and all. Okay, so once you install that, go, go to your Windows button, type in Power BI. Okay, and then click on OK.
Does it compatible for Mac systems also?
Yes, we Power BI, sorry, Power BI cannot be used on Apple machines. So only on Windows. So if you want to use on Mac, then you need to install some kind of VDI and then only you can use Power BI. So for Mac operating systems, Power BI is not supported. Right. So now once you open Power BI, it'll open a window like this. You can just ignore this. Right now I am not buying any license. Just close it. Right. So this is the default homepage, how it looks. Now, what can we do is we can connect to multiple data sources using Power BI. So on the left side, here, under the home button, if you see, there is an option to get data. Under the get data, you have something called Excel workbook, Power BI datasets, data flows, dataverse, SQL Server, analysis services, all those. So like that, we have many options here. But if you click on more, this is even more organized. Now, if you see, click on file type. Okay, you have a CSV or a text file, you can connect here. Excel workbook, you can connect here. XML, JSON, like that, we have multiple files. If you want to connect to any database, suppose your database is Snowflake. You can go here, scroll down, mine is Snowflake. I can connect here or do click on this and get connect. You will see one after the other once we start the course. And then ours is PostgreSQL. I told you as yesterday in the intro session. So ours will be PostgreSQL. I'll click on this and then I'll use the connect. Okay. Like that, there is something called as Microsoft Fabric, which has been there from 1 year, which is picking up momentum. Slowly, it will go over there. So like that, you can connect to multiple data sources. Right now, I want to use that 2023 data, World Cup data. On that, I want to build the report. Okay. So my data set is somewhere. If anyone has questions, they can stop me and ask me. No problem.
Yeah, one quick question, Abhishek. So,
Yes,
what's the
Sheikh.
difference between the SQL and the PostgreSQL? So, is it a major
No,
difference
no,
to
no,
learn
no.
this?
There is no difference. Actually, see, PostgreSQL is a software from pgadmin. Okay, this is a free thing which is available without any license cost, and even some small companies or startups, if they want to use a database, they can use PostgreSQL.
Okay,
Oracle
it's a
is a
kind of embedded structure query language only, right?
yes, right.
Yeah.
Everything is in SQL only,
Okay.
but a software is provided by different set of companies. Like PostgreSQL is coming from pgadmin. Oracle
Mm.
database is coming from Oracle. Snowflake is coming from Snowflake. If you see, it is having an IBM here from IBM. MySQL server is from Microsoft. So like that, different companies provide their different database, and they have a different name for it. If you see Amazon Redshift, they have a different company names. But end of the day, when you write SQL, it is structured query language only, and it is 99% same. 99.5 also I can see. There is no difference once you learn a SQL language. Okay,
Okay. So how much
right.
expertise in terms of SQL is required for this data analytics? Is it like
Good
advanced or
question.
is it like
No,
medium?
no, no, no. If you are aspiring to maintain databases, then you should know good amount of SQL. If not, what am I going to teach in this course? Like how to select the data, how to apply where clause, how to apply common table
Joins.
expressions, how to apply joins, and then how to apply complex filters within the SQL query. All those would be sufficient. Minimum basic requirement of SQL is sufficient. And once you know common table expressions, also you can create tables of your own basing on the original data sets and transform the data. You need not be a SQL master for becoming data analytics person, because your motive as a data analytics person is retrieving the data. Once you retrieve data, you transform either using Python or transform within Power BI. It is up to you. For a data analytics person, if you are working in a smaller organization, let's assume your team is some 40-50 people and you are confined to that team only, and your purpose is only build reports from the data set which is coming to you. Suppose your data set is coming from a CSV or a text or an
Mhm.
Excel. You don't know database at all. Don't worry. Your motive is to do reporting for 40-50 people. Just connect to that Excel, build report, publish. Sufficient. But assume your company is a little large. They have data within the database, only some 200 million, 300 million records are there in each table. That is where slowly you need to get expertise of SQL. Over there also, you need not master SQL. You know basics, you can apply SQL, retrieve the data, bring into Power BI, apply transformations here. Okay.
Okay. So no need to
Within
write like PL SQL programming, like
No, no,
defining.
no, no.
Okay.
Procedures
Okay.
and all is not at all needed. See, that's why I'm saying you need not be a master. Procedure
Mhm.
is needed only for a database admin, not for us. For a
Okay.
data analytics person, only SQL retrieval, transformation, reporting.
Okay. Got it. Thanks.
Okay, right. So now my three files are here. I'm starting with this because I want you to get a hang of it. I understand yesterday people were asking like should I need to be master in transformation using Python and SQL? No, you can pull it off using Power BI also. So these three files I want to pull it off into my Power BI. So these are CSV files, comma separated value files, which is called nothing but CSV. I'm clicking on this connect. Okay, I'll go here. Okay, my delivery stable first one. I'll click on OK, open. Okay, once I click on that, it is showing me some preview of data. Okay, so let me open. I am new to Power BI. I don't know anything. Assume like that. Okay, so just open your file for your confidence. Okay, and just to see whether the preview and the file that you have attached is same. Sometimes what will happen, you might have a similar file name almost, and then you are getting confused to connect to the data. So right, if you see here, the first column is match ID, next is season, start date, venue. Yeah, it is the similar file. It is showing me a preview over here, and then I can load this data or transform this data. Okay, I will click on load for this moment. Okay,
What's the difference between load and transform options?
I will show you now. The first file I clicked on load. No, next file I'll click on transform. I'll show you. Okay, once I clicked on load, on the right hand side, here it was having nothing before. Now if you see under data, there is a new table created here, okay, which is named as 2023 World Cup deliveries. So this is the file name, the sheet, and then that is what here it is showing. And then all the columns now are getting displayed here. Whichever columns are present in this file are getting displayed here. Okay. For the moment, let's keep it aside. What is this sigma? What is this calendar kind of symbol here? We will talk. So once you load the data, always save the data, browse, and then let me open up a folder. Fifth. I am naming it as World Cup 2023. That is what the data set is. Okay. Now I have saved the file, right? I went here, click on save as, browse this device, and I saved it into the location which I like. And the default extension for Power BI will be PBIX file. Okay. Nothing great. You guys should be knowing that. Right. Now I have imported one data set. I want to import the next data set also. Get data. I can directly click on text or CSV here. Or you can go to more, file, text or CSV, connect, matches table, open. Okay. I am confident this file is the same file which was there. Now, yes, madam. You can ask question, madam. No problem.
So I just want to ask, like, we can keep this file on desktop and
Yes,
then we
madam.
can drag from upload from there.
This is right now on my desktop only. Okay. Did I answer your question, madam, or is anything else there in that?
Yes, I got my answer. Thank you.
Okay, right. I will tell. Like once we put the report, how do you share? That would be your question. Like Asha is building this report. She's a developer. Shaker is working in her team, and he is expecting the report from Asha. Where to publish? How will Shaker see? That is what will be your question in mind. Okay, right. So now this is Power BI desktop. As I told you, once we start the original sessions, I'll help you install this. But right now I'm showing you a demo. Now I brought this data. The question was, what is the difference between load and transform? Once I clicked on load, what it did, it just loaded the data and it is storing here. But I will go to transform. Let's see what is there. Once I click on transform data, it will open me Power Query Editor. Okay. Once it opens Power Query Editor, it will go to the tool where we can do transformations to the table and the columns. So now if you see, it opened that Power Query Editor. Within that, the World Cup deliveries table is also there, and then matches table, which I just loaded, is also there. Okay, the matches table is highlighted now, and this is the data belonging to the matches table. Over here, if you see, each and every column is displayed, and beside the, if you see this column season, beside the column name, it is written as ABC here within small case ABC. So this ABC means it is a string column. Okay, 2023 / 2024. Okay, so if there was no / here, this would have been an integer, a number field. But because of the /, what happened? Power BI could not recognize what is this field. It defaulted it to season to a text field. Whenever it is an ABC, it is a text field. You can call string or a text, anything is same. And then even the team one, England, Pakistan, Afghanistan, something is written like this, and then this is also defaulted to ABC. That means it is a text field, right? Similar way, if you see date, Power BI, in majority of the programming languages, the most common troublesome field is date field only. you will struggle a lot with date wherein there will be forward slash, there will be hyphen in between, or there will be nothing. It will be like 2023 10 5, something like that. But Power BI is almost very intelligent in recognizing the date field, and it will pick it up. So now 5/10/2023 was the first match when it was played, and then it is automatically recognizing that this is a date field. Okay, and it is showing a calendar here. Match number, because everything was a number here, it could understand this is an integer and it assigned to number field. Okay. Similar way, if you scroll to the right, automatically it is picking up the column and it is transforming the column to whatever the data type it is. Now you can ask me, how did you know that it is recognizing and it is doing? See, when I connected here this file, it connected to the source. If you see here in the background, it went and connected to the location under Abhishek desktop EBI folder, this file. And then in that we are having 18 columns. Okay. There is significance for this also, like columns is equal to 18. We will talk about that later. Now, right now it is having column numbers 18 and it fixed it to column number 18 columns, right? Then what it did automatically when it connected to the file, if you see here, heading is as column 17 only, but the column name is in the row 1, winner underscore wickets, column 18, match underscore type, column 16, winner underscore runs. So Power BI could read the data, but it did not push the header to heading. So what Power BI does automatically is it will push the heading to the header row, promoted to headers. So match type, winner wickets, winner runs, winner. So automatically it will push the heading also to the header row. Okay, all these three were automatically done by Power BI. I did not do anything. And the change type also. If you see here, automatically Power BI is converting, reading each and every column, and it is converting, okay, season, it is a text field. Team 1, it is a text field. If you see this winner underscore wicket, it is having 9, 6, something like that. It is an integer. It could recognize, yeah, this is an integer. This is a number field. Match number, integer. If there is a decimal point field also, it will automatically pick it up and write it as a decimal point field. Okay. Any questions now until now?
So one quick question. So once you load the data, so the Power BI is intelligent enough to identify the data types for each of those columns.
Yes.
Okay. So since it is a kind of cricket data, so how
Hmm.
about different domains like healthcare, banking? So does it recognize whatever the data we
Almost,
supply?
almost it will recognize. If it
Mm-hmm.
does not recognize, there is a problem. I will tell you. Some data entry fields, a few people will be intelligent enough. They will type in one row as 9.
Mm-hmm.
Somewhere in that row only they will type in a text also.
Mm-hmm.
Now, such kind of fields wherein in a single column there is a number and there is a text also. That's where, see, even we can't do anything. Even
Yeah,
Power
yeah,
BI
the
will
data
not do
type
anything.
errors
So
will
it will
happen.
default it to text only. So now how will you fix that data? That comes to your data transformation part. That column, you have to remove the text content, convert that into a number field. How will you do? So now that we will learn slowly. But right now, suppose this was winner runs. I wanted to convert this to a decimal number. Power BI understood it is a number field and it converted to integer. What if I wanted to convert to decimal number? Right click on this, go to change type. Here you see you have whatever you want to do. Decimal number, fixed decimal number. Decimal number means it will ask you, do you want to replace to decimal number, replace current. Now you see it replaced to 1.2. So from 1 to 3, it changed to 1.2. But even though I don't have any decimals being shown here, that we will see in the display part. We will modify in the report view. Okay. Suppose I wanted to go and change it to fixed decimal number, replace current. So now you see this is assuming this to be a currency field, dollar
Mhm.
81.00, two decimal places, fixed decimal numbers. Okay. Like that, you can convert this to any data type that you want to. If Power BI could not convert, as you told, there is a field which Power BI could not understand, you need to do manually. Okay.
Oh, okay. So one quick question.
Hmm.
All this process is considered as data cleansing, or what do you call this process as?
Data cleansing only.
Hmm.
But see, end of the day, there was a original data set. You are applying some cleaning or transforming on top of it. All this comes into transformation only. You are applying some kind of thing on it and you're doing.
Hmm.
So for any report that you are building, majority of the time, 70-80% of the time, you are wasting in data cleaning, data transformation, data understanding only.
Hmm.
Only the other 30 part, you will apply some logic and you will create reports. So 70,
Okay.
80% time you will be working on data only. So data analytics, data science, whatever you are doing, your time is on data only. That's where you should become master. The more good your data, the more better your report.
Oh, okay. So now you are doing the first step. I mean, one type of way, right? Load, and
Yes.
then you are doing data cleansing, or the transform means does it already
Transform data will open the Power Query editor for you. Here you can
Hmm.
see the data and you can transform on your own. Or you can load the data, come into transform data, and then you can transform. I will show you now. There is one
Okay.
more file, no? So let's keep it to number only. I'll click on close and apply here. This button will have close, apply, close. If you don't want to save anything, click on close. If you want to apply, it will just apply. If you close apply, it will close and save. Right now you see one more file is also loaded here. Matches table, delivery table. Okay. Now there is one more pending file. Let me also bring that. Okay. Text or CSV. I'll directly pick it up from here. Okay. And then points table. Open.
So by any chance, do you have an example to connect to the servers, like the SQL servers?
Yeah.
You
I
have
will
made
show you.
some.
No? Yeah. We have done
Okay.
that. I will teach
Okay.
you connecting direct query, what is import mode. Everything will be taught in this program.
Hmm.
That's why I'm using PostgreSQL. No? Yeah.
Okay.
Load. So right now I am opening here. Load. Okay. My three tables are imported now. Okay. Save as. No, it is already saved. No, click on save. All right. So now I imported three data sets now here. Right. Now here, as I told you, Power BI will read the initial preview, 200 rows from each of it, and then it will go through, run through all the columns. And then if depending on its judgment, it will assign a data type to each field. So when I click on this, if you see here on the top, automatically it is showing column tools. Here it is showing this is a innings column. This is a whole number. Okay, whole number is an integer. Then non-striker, it's a text field. Automatically it is showing here. Okay, start date. Automatically it is a date and it is showing as a date. Right? So whenever it is a sigma, that means it is a number field. Whenever it is having a date kind of thing, it will show as a calendar here beside. If it is not having any number field or date type field, it will show as a, what do you say, text field, and text field will not have any symbol before it. Okay. So I have imported three different tables now. Here this is a date field, calendar will automatically come. Wherever it is a number field, it will show as a sigma. Okay. The third table also, here there is nothing. So it just picked up, it did not understand everything, it tagged it to a text field only. Or there was nothing over there also. Right? So now this is called as, the first page is called as report view, where you can build in your reports. Okay. Here you have a visualization button and here you can see what all you can draw here within the report view, and this is called as data. Under data, you are seeing all the tables that you have imported. Any questions until now? Okay. Now there is an option called table view. Okay. This table view will show you the dataset preview. Okay. And it will show you the tables also. You click on the data here, right hand side, whichever table, it will show you the preview for that data. Points table also, it will show you here. Right. And then the third one is model view. Okay. This model view, it will show you the three tables here, and whenever Power BI can understand that there is a join here, it will automatically make the join. So if you see here in matches table and points table, I'll just for the moment close deliveries table. Okay. Okay, these are the two tables. If you click on this arrow, which Power BI has automatically done, I have not done anything, I'll tell you. So it is showing that team is joined with the team one. Okay, when I click on this, you see the both highlights on both the tables. Team is joined with the team one, and here it is showing 1 to star. It is going like this. The arrow is from here to here. If you see, the arrow pointing is here to here. So 1 to star, that means one to many. What is one to many, many to many, many to one? We will learn that. Okay, so now if I show you the data sets, this column and this column, Power BI ran through the data sets and it automatically understood that there are two common columns between the tables, and then that columns are having similar type of data set also, and it made a join on its own. Here, cardinality many to one, one to many, many to many, many to one it has made. Okay, it is going from this table to this table, right? So right now in points table, if I filter only assume India, on the left hand side matches table, I'll filter only India. You see, for one India record here, I am having many India records here. That's why it is called as a one-to-many join.
Team 2 is also matching the same data, right?
Good, correct. I expect that question. Yes. So now you can modify this. You can go here, remove this, or change it to in matches table. I can go modify it to team 2 also, because it is having similar data set. But Power BI can join only one column to one column. Okay, so it automatically first came to team one here and team here. It understood, yes, this is a common column and I'm going to join. It has applied. But you wanted to apply on team two. I went here, clicked on this, modified to team two. Nothing is wrong. Both are same. But basing on its intelligence, it has already done it for you.
Hmm.
And this model view, the joins between the table is a very important thing, right? Otherwise, you you cannot correlate. Like if you recall yesterday, I was clicking on Virat Kohli, it was showing all the success sports and then which team he belongs to, and then who he got dismissed by which bowler and all. That correlation will not be there. You should map your tables together. That's when the
But
data. Yes,
um,
madam.
sorry to interrupt, but I have a question. Like, what if we are working just on a single data set? I mean, like on just one file, that Excel thing.
Sufficient. What will
Not
happen? Only one file.
not
No, you can just bring in and create the view here. Only one file relationship is not needed. No.
no no no. As you are
You
showing
are
like
having a
two files.
single Excel. You are having a single Excel, many sheets. You are saying.
Yes.
Then it'll each sheet will be treated as a single table here.
Okay. And in it's only in that case if both or all the sheets are like irrelevant. What if they are irrelevant? Let's say if there
You
is a
cannot
file
join.
which
If
okay.
there is no, see, the data should be correlative, right? If there
Mhm.
is, suppose I'll tell you, we all are, assume we are sitting in a class, We are studying, and then I have a roll number, you have a roll number or an admin number. All of us are sitting in a room, right? And we got mark sheets also. Mark sheets is in a different table. For me to map Abhishek to the mark sheet, my ID is important, right? ID should be present in both the tables. If ID is not there, we cannot join only. So I will not know if you have not written your ID in the mark sheet. I don't know whose mark sheet it is.
Mm-hmm.
So
Got
common
it.
column is a must.
Got it.
If
Thank
there
you.
is no common column, you can create the view. But the problem is you don't have correlation. Whose mark sheet it is? I don't know. They did not write their ID or a name. Okay. Right. So now, right. I was here explaining. Okay. The correlation is important. Now I'll open one more file, the third file, deliveries. Okay. In this deliveries table, okay, and in the matches table, is it? No, this is points table. I'll keep it aside. Where is my matches table? Here. Okay. I'll remove this filter. Now, can you tell me, is there any common column between this one and this one? This is
Venue.
deliveries table and matches table. Can you tell me? Yeah, venue. That
Yeah.
is what you have said, no? Yeah, right. But if you see, Power BI did not join these two tables, matches table and deliveries table. See, here it is venue. Here also it is venue. It could not join. The column name is also same. Even the column case is also same, but it could not join. Why? See, both of the columns. I'll remove the highlight here. No, fill yellow. Okay. Why? Why it could not join?
I think
We
because it has duplicates in it, it has to be unique column.
No, madam. Duplicate I showed you, no? One to many, many to one join. One record in one table it was having India, in the other table it was having many Indias. So one to many to one it works. Duplicates is fine. But there is a significant change between the column value. If you see, there is something extra in one table. Here only, first row, it is written Narendra Modi Stadium. Here it is written Narendra Modi Stadium, Ahmedabad. So
Okay.
if it is written like Sachin Tendulkar in one and it is written in Sachin, Power BI will not understand. Sachin Tendulkar, both are not same according to it. Both should be Sachin Tendulkar. Then only it will understand. Yes, correct. Value is not the same. Right. So now here Narendra Modi Stadium, Ahmedabad, here it is Narendra Modi Stadium. Now that's why even though the column names were same, Power BI did not make any map. It did not join both the tables. So that's where now a data analyst is useful, right? So you go read your data. You know there is a venue column here, venue column here. Why there is not join? I saw the data set. Then I understood, oh, here extra city is there, but here city is an another column. Right now, that's where you should do transform data. Okay, I'll go here, transform data. Okay. Now, what I need to do, this venue column, I need to split the Narendra Modi Stadium and Ahmedabad. It should come in two different columns. Then only I can make the join in venue. Okay, good. So if you see here, home button, there is a something called a split column. Okay, I'll click on the split column. I want to delimit by comma. Delimit by comma. Split by delimiter. Okay, it is defaulted to space. No, I don't want space. I want a comma. Choose comma. Okay, of each occurrence. Every time there is a comma, you split into a new column. Okay, right now you can ignore. I want to do it into columns only. I don't want to do it into rows. number of columns to split in. Every time there is a comma, you split into one more column. I told you, no? What told, no? So Narendra Modi Stadium will stay back in one column, and the next column will be Ahmedabad. Okay. Click on OK. Now you see the column venue column got split into two different columns. One is venue 1, one other one is venue 2. It automatically renamed. Narendra Modi is here, and then Ahmedabad is in the next column. Right. So now, if you recall, just some 10 minutes back, I had only these three steps: source, promoted headers, change a type. But now I added one more step here. I went and clicked on column split. Let me remove these two steps. I'll do it again. Okay. Only these three steps were there. I went here, click on split column by delimiter. I chose comma because comma was the one. I click on OK. Now you see two steps are added. Okay. One is split column by delimiter, and then the other one is change data type. So automatically Power BI will go and read, oh, Narendra Modi Stadium is a text field. It modified it to text field, and venue 2 is also text field. Okay. So now every step I do within transform data, the Power Query editor, a step is applied. This is what I like the most in Power BI as compared to Tableau. Okay. Every step that you do, even after 100 days, I come back to this report. After 100 days, I would have built many other reports. I come back to Power BI, I go to my transform data. I can see what was the step that I applied on that day. And you can rename this also. Like I can go here, rename. I split venue into two columns. Okay, I can come back and see and understand what I have done on that day. Or if me and Shaker are working in a team, I have done some change. Shaker can go and open the report, see, understand what Abhishek has done. Yes, sir. You want
What
to
is
ask?
that? Yeah, what is that another change type pop-up? I mean, after you done the split?
So if you see here, sir, when I hover onto this, it will show you here. It read the columns, transform column types. It read the columns and it modified this to text field.
Mhm. Okay. So
Okay.
if you apply any other transformations, the change type will automatically
Yes. When you
pop up
split
for
or do
every.
such kind of operation, it will do change type. When there is a new column, it will automatically go check the data type.
Mm.
Okay. Right. So now I can go rename my column. Double click here. Venue. I'll double click here. City. Now you see there is a new step applied. Renamed columns. I renamed venue 1 to venue, venue 2 to city. Understood? It was so simple. Double click, modify. That's it. Okay. So I have done some change, right? I should go close and apply. So Power BI will now read the data set again. Okay. Because I did the change and this was not the initial time I'm connecting to this data set. It will not go do the mapping now. It's your effort. So bring in venue from here, take it to here, drop it on the venue here. Okay. So now it is showing that I am joining deliveries table, venue column with matches table, venue column. Okay. What is the cardinality many to many now? Matches table, deliveries table. Let's filter only Narendra Modi Stadium. Where is he? Here. Here also I'll filter only Narendra Modi Stadium. Come on. Okay. So in this sheet, you are having 5 records of Narendra Modi. In this sheet, you are having how many? Somewhere around 2,736 records. Exclude the header, 2,735. those many records. So here there are many records of Narendra Modi. Here also there are many records of Narendra Modi. So it is a many to many join. Okay. That's why it is automatically showing that I'm doing a many to many join. When you do a many to many join, it will say this relationship has a cardinality many to many, and this should be only used if it is expected that neither column contains unique value. It is giving you a warning. Many to many relationship is a costly thing, and it might cause duplicates also. So it is telling until unless you are sure that yes, boss, there will be duplicate, then only you do the join. Okay. What is cross filter direction? We will understand when we go to slicer part, or when we are applying filters on directions. What is a filter? What is a slicer? We will learn. I will keep it aside. Okay. Here you will have single direction or both direction. Okay. Understood? Any questions on this piece?
So yeah, one quick question. So whenever that Power BI was not able to identify the relationships, so
Hmm.
then we have to modify the data, and then we have
You
to
should check
create the
why
relationship.
you should check why it did not do.
Yeah.
There is sometimes also might be it is of too much of data and then it could not pull it up. Very
Mhm.
less chances, but you should understand. You should read your data set. Here there was a problem right away that city was appended to one of the field. I had to remove into the next column and then I could make the join. So it depends on the developer now whether
Okay.
the column is having similar values. Should I join all those things?
Okay.
Right. So I click on apply now. So you see star to star, many to many, venue. I said both direction. Here you see both direction. That's why arrow is coming in this direction and this direction also. But for this one, arrow is coming only in this direction. If I click single direction. Okay. Any questions until now? Okay, good. Now let's go here. Let's put a simple table. I'll take this table. Okay. Now I want to create points table first. Okay. So I will take randomly you choose columns. I did not do anything. I just clicked on this white canvas. This is called as canvas. And then what I did, I just clicked on this visualization. So what will happen? A table got added here. So once a table is added here, it is asking for columns here. I want to create a points table. So what I can do, I can go choose the columns that I want to bring in here. I don't have anything specific in mind that this column should be first. I'll make it. Okay. So I'll just see, okay, matches. What is it holding? I think it is match number. Okay. And I have removed that. Might be I will see team. Okay. Points, ranking, net run rate, and match. 9 matches they have played. I don't want that. Against. Okay, this is also not needed for me. How many matches they have won? How many matches they have lost? How many matches they have tied? Okay, so tie is a 0, so I'll remove that also. Everything is 0. If it was having a value, I would have kept it. So I remove this check mark. This column will vanish. You see, or you can hold like this, drag it here. Okay, if you don't want, you can click on this cross mark also. It will go. So now I'm having team, points, ranking, net run rate, one lost. I want to reorganize this a little. I want to keep ranking first. I'll hold this ranking here, move it like this. Okay. I want team to be second. That's fine. Points to be third. That is fine. Net run rate, I want it at the last. I want points to be before net run rate. How many matches won? How many matches lost? Okay. So now this is the visualization. So I got ranking, team, won, lost, points, net run rate. Any questions? How to get the column? How to remove the column? Okay. Right. So now here you see it is not in proper order ranking. India is number one here. It should come in the first position, but Afghanistan is showing because automatically it has taken team naming convention as the ascending order. Afghanistan is coming first, Australia, Bangladesh, if you see A, B, C, D, like that. I want to base it on ranking. So you click on these three dots, sort by, you choose ranking. So automatically it went into descending order. No, I want ascending order. Click on three dots again, sort by ascending. Okay, so India will, team which is in ranking 1, it will come in the first position. Alright, any questions on this table? Okay, now here I did not like the format. This is the default format. Might be I want to apply some formatting to this table. Under visualizations, under format your visual, go here. Okay, you can format this table as per your wish. Okay, very simple, straightforward. Suppose if I go into general, I can keep a title for this. I can enable title and then I can go here, write it as points table. Okay, the moment I write points table, here you see the header is popping. If I don't want, turn it off. I want it points table has come. I can make it bold. I can apply some kind of color here. Might be text color is okay, this blue. Okay, it is showing here, right? You can minimize the title, whatever the effects that you want to do. If I wanted to make it a little, this is in rectangle shape right now, this table. I want it in some rounded corners. Suppose I want it in 10. You see, it has become a rounded corner. So more visible you can see here. In general, effects, visual border. Okay, you see, it has become more rounded table. Okay, what all visual effects that you want to apply, you can do that. Click on this visual, then only you can go and edit this visual. Okay, suppose I don't want header icons. Okay, turn it off, it doesn't matter right now. Okay, now I don't like the alternate gray shade here. Okay, I want to remove that. You can go check each and every, open this, see what is there within that. Okay, if I want grid lines, horizontal grid lines, vertical grid lines, I can apply everything. Or I can go to values. I don't want the values to be in black color. I want some kind of blue. You see, it is coming in blue. Now here alternate texture also I will make it blue. Okay, I can do like that. Let's keep it to default to black only. Okay, and then you want to increase the font size, go ahead, increase the font size. Okay, now I want to make it bold. All those you can make, right? I don't want the alternate background to be gray shade. That's what I told you. Here I can see under values, alternate background is gray. That's why it is coming in gray for South Africa, New Zealand, Afghanistan. I want it to be white, modify to white. So it is white. Suppose I am a little lazy enough. I don't want to open this and go and see and modify. I'll type in the search alternate. Okay, alternate text and alternate values. If you see, oh yes, alternate background color. I'll go make it white. So it's, Power BI is very convenient in visualization terms. You can go open here, modify this to whatever changes that you want to make. Even column headers also I want to make it blue. I want to increase the size, bold, and then background color I want to give some lighter shade of blue. Front I want to give, text I want to give. Okay, whatever you want to modify you can do. Or if you are a little lazy enough, you can just go type in here text. See, automatically it is bringing up all the changes that you can do to a text field. Text color here, values also text color here. You can pick it up easily. You can search and do, or you can go navigate and do. It's up to you, however you want to do. Any questions? Suppose I want to apply borders for this. I want to apply top, bottom, left, right, all the places borders. I want to make it this blue. Yep. Okay. Might be vertical grid lines. I want enable vertical grid lines. Go here instead of gray. Might be we will take blue only. You see? Any questions here?
No.
Awesome. This uh, the most easiest part in Power BI is visualization. Now I have drawn this table, right? If I want to duplicate, I can just go duplicate. Just for the sake I'm showing, I'll remove all these fields. Okay, I go to my matches table. I'll bring in team 1. I'll bring in team 2. I'll bring in toss winner. Bring in the match winner. I bring in the venue. You don't need to invest the formatting time again. The original table only I duplicated. I just brought in the new columns. The formatting is as is. You don't need to invest the time in formatting. Okay, understood? This will save a lot of time for you guys. Any questions, anyone?
Yeah, I do have a general question. So you're talking about other tool Tableau, right?
Tableau.
So yeah, do you have expertise in Tableau also? I mean, just want to make sure.
I worked in Tableau for like 1.5, 2 years before using Power BI.
Okay, so which one would be wise enough to learn? We can if we learn one
See,
tool,
see,
does it?
both are very good tools. Tableau as
Mhm,
its data transformation part, Tableau is brilliant. Like the way it retrieves the data is very fast. But
mhm,
visualization, Power BI is very simple. Okay, and Tableau is costlier than Power BI. Both are coming from two different companies.
mhm,
Microsoft gives it a throwaway price. Okay, because we have to company definitely they will subscribe for Windows, right? They have a Windows machine that they give it to the employee, and they have Azure platform where they host the database and they give the
mhm.
connections. So what they will say, you take Power BI also. I'll give you at $1 to $2 instead of $10.
Okay, so in terms of recommendations, so
Yeah,
Power BI.
that's where
Mhm,
Microsoft plays the business game, right? So they give it at a very cheap price and they give the bundle to them. They'll say to the company, you subscribe with us, I'll give you all the Microsoft products.
mhm, mhm,
But for Tableau, that is only tool that they do. So what will happen? They have to, if I am very much liking for Tableau, I am a company, I like Tableau so much, I like the visualization of it, transformation part of it. I want to buy Tableau, I have to go to them. But for Microsoft, already I'm using their machine. So what they will say, you take our product, you use this product.
okay. Mhm.
That's where
Does
they'll
the
capture the
Snowflake
market.
does the Snowflake also falls into the same kind of
Snowflake
reporting
is
tool?
again a different software
Mhm, mhm,
wherein it is not a reporting tool, it is a database host.
mhm, mhm.
So you buy now Snowflake will have competition with Oracle. Oracle is costlier. Snowflake will give it at a cheaper price.
Okay.
So now it depends on company. Even our company, we were using Tableau before 2001 or something. We were
Mhm,
majorly hosting everything on Tableau only. But our company entered in partnership with Microsoft, a very huge deal. And once this OpenAI thing happened, then our company itself, they told us switch our reports to Power BI.
okay.
Okay.
Yep.
Any other questions? Both are very good, but once you learn one thing, picking up the other one is easier only.
Yeah, yeah, that's what my major question is. Yeah, if we know something, Power BI, but if the
You
company is
can
using
you
Tableau.
can pick up or Tableau also very easily. It's not that difficult. One, two YouTube videos you watch. See,
Mhm,
what I told you when I started this course is I want you to think like an analyst. Data, you get it, think like an analyst rather than tool. I don't want you to focus on tool. Be it PG admin or Snowflake, be it Tableau or Power BI, be it some other Python you write or R you write. Your thinking capacity should increase. That's it.
makes sense. Yep.
Okay. Any questions?
So since we brought up this Tableau and the Power BI conversation, and you
Yes,
have worked
madam.
on both, yeah, and
Hmm.
you have worked on both. I wanted to know any what are the challenges you actually face because this was one of the interview questions also. For using both using both tools.
Okay. So,
Right, like because you have
yeah,
practical experience on
I get
both,
it. I
so
get it.
yeah,
I get it.
yeah.
In the visualization part, madam, this Power BI is very easy. I don't know whether you understand. Suppose I take some graph here. This is not the best thing. I go here. I bring up number of runs is there here. 1 second. Runs of bat. Okay. I bring in suppose striker also, and I go here. I bring in just for our question answering. I'm not doing any visualization.
Okay.
Okay. Uh, 1 second. Striker, I will take only a few like Kohli, Rohit. I think that should be Sharma. Yeah. And suppose I go pick up someone in random here. Okay. Now let me do this a little big. Okay. So now if I hover onto it, automatically it is showing me 765 runs. Virat Kohli. Right? And Rohit Sharma 597, Chris Wokes is 131. If I want to enable the data labels, I can go into visualization, enable data labels, and it will start to show me the numbers here. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
values also you want inside, outside, I can keep it 1 second. The display units inside, sorry, that is none. Position is inside. I want to make it bold. I want to increase the size of this one. Okay, 765, 597, 131. And here it was so easy for me. I could go just drag in some column. I could just go filter something, and this data label also, it was a click of a button for me. Right? I clicked on this and then I went inside and I said inside and I hover onto this. Here sum of runs of bat also is showing for me. Right?
Right.
This piece to do in Tableau, it takes some time. This hover which column should reflect. Now I can see here Virat Kohli has scored 769 in that black hover. But for that part in Tableau, it will take some 5 minutes also if you're not familiar with the tool. But Power BI I could do in 5 seconds. Now you can ask
Tableau also
me
you can drag and drop, right? Like drag and
drag
drop
and
to the
drop,
on the
but
tooltip, right?
tooltip, yeah, you need to
Yeah.
invest time in tooltip. For here, I don't want tooltip investment. It is automatically coming for me. That's where, see that's the part. Tooltip you need to enable, which is the order what I want to see. But here
Mm-hmm.
tooltip is automatically coming for me. And even the visualization part also, I can go click and it is very easy for me. I can search here also what I want to do and bring it up here. So Tableau, Power BI wins in visualization. According to me, you can do it very fast. But data transformation, if it is huge, Tableau wins.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And you see, it is owned by Salesforce. Now, your company will tie up with Salesforce or Microsoft. I don't know. It's your company wish. What they want to do, they will do. But
Okay.
end of the day, you are learning visualization tool. Both will be same. What will happen slowly if there is a new feature in Tableau, Power BI will incorporate. If Power BI is giving a new feature, that what do you say, Tableau will incorporate. But now ChatGPT uh, is integrated and premium license will have ChatGPT. I mean the AI part of it. So Microsoft is
Mm-hmm.
clearly winning.
Okay.
Okay. So I will stop here, but there is a lot of things to do. I need to create the number cards for each player. I need to create the column which is having tells me how many boundaries or sixes they have scored. All those things we have to do it in data transformation part. But I hope you guys liked it. I'll see you
Yeah,
guys
one
tomorrow.
Sure.
Yes, sir.
One quick question, Abhishek. So I just want to know, like, I know this is a training, so what kind of roadmap you're going to follow in this training? So at the end of training, how what we'll be learning and what we will be comfortable
You
to
should be
ensure
comfortable with SQL, Python, and Power BI, sir. By the end of this
SQL.
course, you can say confidently that I know Power BI. You will know that much of
Okay.
Power BI.
Can you
And
stress
SQL, you
something on Python? What kind of
Python I'll teach you from basic writing A is equal to 1 to understanding OOPS concept, which means inheritance, polymorphism, multiple inheritance, and even encapsulation. I'll go to the most complex level of writing classes, and then I will teach you generator, iterator also. And then once Python the basic part is done, I'll teach you pandas. Within pandas, I'll show you how to transform data, how to create modules also I will show you. Pandas also, Python also I will show you in advance only. There is nothing basic that I show you over there. And then now how much of effort that you are going to put in. If you are going to watch video, okay, you don't have time in office, you are just going to watch, pick it up, that's fine. You will see and understand, you will know, okay, Abhishek has done this on that day. That video I refer, I can do it. But if you practice, you will become an expert by 45 hours by the time we finish the course.
Okay, can you throw some light on how the Python, uh, whatever the Python language, is
Uh,
going to be useful as part of data analytics? So once you transform the data, so you will apply Python language to make it more efficient, or what
there
exactly
is there
drives
is
when
an
you use Python?
advantage, sir. You don't know SQL, assume. You
Mm-hmm,
don't know SQL. You know only the basic to retrieve data. 200
mm-hmm,
million rows. Okay.
mm-hmm.
Connect it to Power BI, it will struggle. It
Okay.
will crash.
Oh, that's why we'll use
Now,
Python.
yeah, data transformation is faster in Python. But if you know SQL, I don't use any intermediary nowadays. Previously, I used to do some data transformation tool like Alteryx or Informatica also. Now I write 300 million rows also, 6 tables also. I write it in SQL only. 1,000 lines, 2,000 lines code also. I write it in SQL. I'll directly connect it to Power BI. I'll make it a live connection, direct query. I'll host it directly on database to Power BI. I am not using any intermediary also. It depends on your level of expertise.
Okay. I think you said something about Power Query, so that is different from the SQL query
Power
which
Query
you.
Editor. No, Power Query Editor here within
Oh,
Power
okay.
BI. See, until 5 million, 4 million also Power BI can adjust, sir. But you bring in 170, 200 million, it will crash. No, it is
Hmm.
not meant for it.
Okay. Good. Yeah.
Right?
Wonderful. Thanks, Abhishek. Yeah.
Okay, we'll meet tomorrow, guys. Hope to see
Sure.
you.
Yeah.
Bye bye.